I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message.
All right. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Daniel Mason in the house with my partner in crime, Foster Quarter.
Hey, how are you?
Bring your mic down, bro. We want to hear that lovely Paul Robeson voice.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You know, this is...
He used to performing at the Hollywood Bowl where all the mics are all perfectly positioned no matter where you're standing. There you go.
Hey, hello, world. How are you today?
Hey, sorry we're getting started a little bit late. We're just trying to get ramped up and get everything situated. Our buddy Chris is out visiting some friends and stuff up in Canada, and we are joined by our friendly, beautiful replacement engineer, Paulina. Yay!
How are you, Paulina?
So she's going to be helping us walk through this episode and stuff. So if there's a little bit of difference from our normal protocol, don't worry. It's still going to be good, and we're still very happy that you guys are joining us. What's happening, Foster?
Man. It's been one of those kind of days, you know, and weeks. It's just stuff, you know, trying to get this new movie going, and a lot of meetings and a lot of you know, contracts and all kinds of stuff. But you guys are gonna love it. It's called I'll Be Home for Christmas. But hey, today's show is supposed to be about, you know, the inbreeding and the infighting in the animal activist groups on Facebook, you know, because we've had shows before, you know, with people in here talking about it, but it's amazing to me how many people talk about stuff that they don't know, and people don't support each other. You know, that was one of the most amazing things. You know, but I do want to say congratulations to all the Latinos in the United States from Mr. Obama's, you know, statement yesterday. You know, that's a wonderful thing. You know, and talking about, you know, haters and people not being able to get together on stuff, you know. Prime example, you know, the Republicans talking about impeachment and all this other stuff because he's just trying to do what, you know, is right, you know. We all are immigrants, you know. And it's so funny because most of the immigrants came to this country under their own free will, and we came on the bottom of a boat. So congratulations on that to everybody, you know, Latino and not just Latino, you know, people from all over the world who've come here and trying to make a better life, you know, because this is America and we are free. So, a couple of things. Fred is traveling. He's in New Orleans today.
Yeah, he was telling me he had his little worldwide travel tour continuing and stuff, so shout out to Fred.
Keep the education going, baby. And Lobo King is leaving for Australia, going back home. He should be here shortly. He's on his way. And he's going to crash at my pad for the next couple of days until he...
Is that our brother that does all that sick artwork?
Yeah, the paintings, man.
Yeah, that stuff is awesome, man.
Wolf Keeper, baby. So he'll be in the studio shortly, and we're going to take phone calls. And Paula Archer, she should be out there. Is Paula on the Skype yet?
We can reach out to her. Usually, just voice call her, and then I think she'll pick up. Yeah.
And we can get some dogs saved up in here, you know. That's a.
Do the voice call. I'm sorry.
We have a new engineer. We told you guys, right?
Yep.
And so Chris and Rock, who are normal guys, so we have a lady in the studio. With us today,
Add some new vibe in here. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You know, and so that's gonna.
It's
be
funny
great.
you talk about all that the infighting, amongst the people. That's one of the reasons why I'm not on Facebook or any of the social media or whatever, because it's kind of like
I don't blame
that
you.
stuff will, like, there's so many like lunatics, and then there's also like people that are just like so amped up about like this virtual kind of like reality existence that it sometimes it just doesn't sit well with me. And I can see how it would get people's blood boiling, like the most minor stuff, and I guess apparently it does filter into how people get really territorial about the work that they're doing in the animal community. And what made you want to talk about that today, Foster?
Cause I had a bunch of people hating me. You
know what? I almost wore my "I Love Haters" shirt today, and I was like, man, you know what? Let me keep that.
What was funny was out of like 50, 60 people, it was like 5 people that don't even know me. They were commenting. They don't know what we do with our show. They don't know our history, and so it was interesting, And then a couple of them, after the whole hubbub, contacted me, and then they were like, "Oh, well, I didn't know. Well, why are you speaking on something and defaming somebody's character that you don't even know what they do?" Like, Paula Archer. Let's talk about her. Well, we don't know her. So I'm not going to say
she's invincible. The impenetrable deflection is what
Teflon
she's got.
down.
She's Teflon over there.
That's right. That's right. As a matter
No,
of
people
fact,
are gonna hate, man, and that's like. It seems like it occupies a lot of time, though. Like people get caught up in it, like it's an actual, like it's actual real. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like what they say. Like I would always say, like, oh man, that person wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like you wouldn't say any of that to my face. So why would you? But that's kind of like what the internet and all that social stuff allows you to do. It's like anybody can have their pulpit and anybody can, launch bombs and try to cut you low and stuff like that. And I know that it is a powerful tool for people that are doing positive stuff. You know what I mean? Like Paula Archer, for example.
That's right. Hey, let's save some dogs, because I think that's Lobo King hit me up. He might be here outside at the door, so we might have to bring him in.
Let's see if we can get Paula in here. Paula, are you there? Let's see. We're going to try to get your audio straightened out.
Hold on. We can't hear you.
We're going to get your audio straightened out, Paula.
Maybe. Okay.
How much time do you spend on the internet and you're like engaging people on the social media stuff, Foster?
Too much, too much. It takes so much time. I'm of the mindset now that, you just got to do what you got to do, because we wouldn't be here if we waited for people to approve it, right?
Yeah, no, that's true.
So, that's the thing is not to give them. Can we hear her?
Hello?
Hey, there she is.
Crank that volume up.
Hi.
Hey, Paula, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you guys?
I'm doing all right.
Good, good.
So are you snowed in like Buffalo and all those places?
Oh, no. No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's-
It's cold, but no white stuff yet,
No?
so.
Well, praise Jesus for that, man. We're going to see if we can get your dogs up here.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So that first email there, Paulina has the pictures of the dogs. Paula, just give us a minute. We're gonna Paulina's gonna try to bring up those dogs for us, but let's chat while we got you. What's going on in your world?
Oh, let's see. Well, I've got actually have a sick baby dog today that I have a doctor's appointment for after the show. Things have been pretty quiet around here, just working on networking dogs and trying trying to get them homes and get them saved, get them transported, get them rescued. Just trying to keep peace in the dog world, basically.
Oh, good luck with that.
Impossible. So,
That's
keep
funny.
them busy.
Yeah, I know that's the truth. What I was gonna do, I'm not gonna do, because, like Danny says, it's a lot of people that wasted time. So, this is Thanksgiving week.
Yep.
So let's give thanks. We give thanks to the fact that we've been here, almost 2 years, man. So, that's something to be very happy about. Hold on, we're trying to get these dogs. 1 second. Almost there.
Go ahead, brother. Tell us about Thanksgiving. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm going to my aunt's house.
Is that right?
Yeah, and eat some of that turkey and sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. Are you baking? I know you're moving, Paula. Are you baking it?
Nope.
No?
Unfortunately not.
Wait a minute. I see some dogs.
But I love sweet potato pie. That's some good stuff.
Yeah? How's the move going, dear?
Should be attachments.
Haven't found a house yet, but hopeful.
I know, so that's the fact check. Hey, what about that calendar thing that was happening? How's Faith doing on the rankings? Tell, because we need to keep that going.
Faith is up for a calendar shoot. She's still in first place. She has a close second. That runs until November the 30th. And if you want to check it out, the proceeds do go to help rescue dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go check that out, you can go to Faith's page, A Journey by Faith, and click on the link to go to the calendar to vote for her or any other dog that you would like to vote for. They all are winners in this calendar event. So, go over and check out her page, A Journey by Faith, and you can see her there. And if you don't know Faith's story, you can check that out while you're there also.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because we want to make sure that Faith wins. Somebody left a message. I want to see. Pass me that phone. Let's see if we can put somebody on the air here. And see if... Here we go. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Here you go. Hopefully this will work. Something new for us.
Check and see if these are coming through Paulina. I'm sorry.
Oops. Let's see. Is this sound up?
The same. Do you want me to keep sending them, or are you going to do it from the original? Okay. Who are you calling, dude?
Someone named Roxanne.
Pizza.
Yeah. While we get this.
Hello.
Hi, is this Roxanne?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Roxanne. This is Foster Corder with Conversations with a Pit Bull. You called RMC?
Yes.
How can we help you?
Oh, you were the one that had the ad on Craigslist?
No, we don't advertise on Craigslist.
Now, what
Regarding
where- what did you say that you were calling about?
From RMC, you left a message?
RNT?
Yes, RMC Radio.
Oh, right, the radio. You were looking for people that were experts in dogs, support animals.
Sure.
Yeah, you were looking for an expert, right? Looking for experts.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I'm not an expert. I need an expert.
Regarding what?
Emotional support animal.
Emotional support animals?
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of people in our family of our show, so we can definitely direct you to someone and have someone get in contact with you. What kind of problem do you have with your dog?
Well, there isn't a problem with the dog. There's a problem with I'm in Section 8 housing, and I think it's some kind of restricted housing where they don't allow you to have pets.
Right. And what city are you in? What state?
In California, in Pacoima, in Los Angeles County.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, we have somebody that I can put in contact with you because, if you have your dog certified as a service dog, that...
She isn't yet, but I want to get her certified.
Yeah, because there's a couple of different things that you can get that will allow you to be able to keep your dog. That's for sure. Yeah, and I will have someone get with you today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay, what kind of dog is it?
A boxer mix.
Okay, absolutely, man. And are you being threatened with, being put out your apartment?
Well, not yet. No, but I don't have her with me, but I want to bring her with me, and I have a disability, and I have a doctor that wrote a disability, certifying that I was just needed a support animal.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we can definitely get that taken care of. You'll be in good shape. There's a couple of people, and I think it's like a form and that you'll get from the city, and you take that to your, realtor, landlord, or whatever, and that'll override all of that drama.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yep, for sure. And I'll take care of this as soon as the show is over, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Okay, and you're gonna call back when?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of 3 different people get in touch with you, but they'll reference my name.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Look at you making a difference in the world.
Hey, that's what we do here. We solve the problems and help people out. I'm just glad that,
Hey, if that's how we're gonna kill time on this show, I'm all for it, brother, man.
Well, I wish that we
especially if you see how old school this phone is. Look at this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see how, Paulina, can you cut to this real quick? Look how old school this phone is. He actually knew how to use this. He did. There's a board down here with all these buttons or whatever. He pressed all that, called the lady, and walked her right through it or whatever.
Hey, man, that's the way it is.
But what's funny is, like, when you guys call, sometimes when you call, like, you make it like a puzzle for the person that's on the other side. Like, you both are asking questions, like, not getting to the root of the answer that needs to be answered or whatever. That would drive Fred crazy.
Yeah. Hey, somebody sent me something that I did want to bring up, and where is it at? It was.
That's crazy, man. Like, I mean, I don't know what you guys, where you guys are located around, the country or around the world, but like in Los Angeles and a lot of metropolitan places, there are a lot of laws and restrictions with housing regarding like animals. Some of it comes from insurers. The insurance companies don't want to give landlords insurance if sometimes it is breed specific stuff, sometimes it's just dogs and cats in general or whatever. But out here it's really prominent. We have a lot of rental properties here, and people run into those problems a lot, and I think seeing some of the service dogs or getting some of the service dogs out there as kind of like to help deflect some of that stuff is a good thing, so anyway, let's see, Paulina, hey, did you work those pictures out yet?
I got some of them.
Okay, well, Paula, we've got a couple of these pictures up. I think we're gonna try to go in order. You said the first one is gonna be the flyer, I believe. Let's see if we can pull that one up. Where was it? There's the flyer. I think it's the. Yeah, there we go.
Louisiana. I'm trying to make this number out because these people, check this out. It says, and this is in Morvella, Louisiana. To all pit bull and Rottweiler owners, please be informed that the village of Morvillaville is enforcing the ordinance that is passed on October 13th that bans owning a pit bull or Rottweiler within the corporate limits. And you are hereby given notice that you have until December 1st to remove your pit bull or Rottweiler from your premises. If the pit bull or Rottweiler are not removed by this date, your animal will be impounded and transported to a veterinarian clinic for further disposition, which means put down. You will also be fined for violating that ordinance. Cool. Wow. And I want to call these people right now. If I can make this number out, it's so doggone.
Give us a second, Paula. We're still working on that picture. Foster's over here playing phone tag with different people. Who are you calling now?
I'm calling the city of Merrillville. Morillaville.
All right, I think we finally got it, Paula. I'm sorry. Just bear with us. We're gonna try to run through these. So we've got the flyer ready to go. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with this event.
Okay, the flyer is for Saturday, November the 22nd. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's an adoption event. All fees are waived on the pets, and that includes microchipped. This is in the town of Hampstead Animal Shelter. That's New York. And I'm going to give you their number so that you can call and get more information if you're interested. Their number is 516-785-5220. You can give them a call and you can go to their page, and if everybody would hit the share button. Let's get the information out there that they are having the adoption event tomorrow. And the fees are waived. We need to get some animals adopted because they're getting full. So everybody share that information with all of your friends, especially in that area. And maybe we can help save some pets.
All right. And we're going to try to bring up these dogs that are in need of help. Who's the first dog that we got up, Paula? It's Luke, right?
Luke is our first one for today.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Go ahead.
Okay, Luke. And as much as she tries to reassure him, Luke knows the cage always waits for him. Nassau County, Long Island, New York. Luke is a 3-year-old bulldog mix. He was found in a park, and he was likely dumped there by his owner, and he had been there for days. His eyes were completely shut, and he was taken immediately to the vet, where he received surgery in both eyes for entropion. I hope I didn't butcher that. And now, although he sees well, he waits in a cage in boarding, where he has lived for more than a year. He's waiting for a family to call his own, and his advocate writes, I visit him every day, and the loneliness he is going through is becoming too much for him to bear. A dog with no issues. Luke is sweet and loving, and Luke would thrive in a home where he can be the only pet and with children over the age of 12 due to his size. If you're interested in Luke, you can call his advocate at 917-864-2443. Now we have Dexter, and this is the cage he's lived in for 3/4 of his life. He is located in Hampstead Shelter, Long Island, New York. Dexter is 2 years and 9 months old. He's a Staffy mix. He came in on a snowy day late in December of 2012. A dog with no identity, wearing the face of a dog that had been left behind. He was 9 months old when they found him, and today he waits more than 700 days later for a family to call his own. Passed by day after day, month after month, and yet Dexter hasn't lost hope. He is a dog that adores children and is great with other dogs. He would love an active family, a family that would take him for walks, playtime, and give him the affection he desperately needs. All things he has only been able to dream of for 2 years. So if you're interested in Dexter, you can call 516-785-5220, extension 4628. Now we have Sophia, and now she spends her days alone in a cage in boarding. Nassau County, Long Island, New York. Sophia is 10 months young. She is a female blue-nosed pit surrendered to New York City's High Kill shelter by an owner who could no longer afford her. Sophie's life has been saved only to end up behind bars in boarding. And now at 10 months old, Sophia waits in a prison of loneliness for a family to call her own. Her hope is quickly fading. Sophia is professionally obedience trained. She loves kids. She is also great with other dogs. We need to get her out of boarding and into a home. Sophia is available for foster or adoption. She is fine with dogs and cats. She adores children. You can contact her advocate at 917-685-8422.
Hey, Paula, before you move on, because we're going to need some time to grab these other dogs, like the proper files and whatnot. So if you don't mind just hanging out with us for a little bit until we get those last couple of dogs ready to go. Is that cool?
Sure. That's cool.
That's right. Foster's over here playing phone tag with somebody. Like, what are you thinking? Like, I know because you're heavy on the social media stuff, trying to get these animals saved and adopted, and try to spread the word and help people with not only their events but some of their causes and stuff. Like, do you run into a lot of the infighting with the people that you engage online, Paula?
Oh.
She's
Dan,
like,
it's drama. It is drama out there. I mean, it's like, you know, you're trying to help a dog. You've got this person backbiting this person, and this one's bad-mouthing that one. And you know, when I get it on a thread and I see it, I tell them, you know, look, you guys are hurting the dog. That's all you're doing. Take it off. You know, take it off Facebook. Call each other, you know, do a PM or something. But, you know, people get on the threads where we're trying to save the dogs, network the dogs, you know, get people interested in rescuing or fostering they get on those threads, they see the backbiting and the drama, they leave, and it has caused a lot of deaths. You know, because people see that, they don't want to stick around and find out what's going on with the dog. So they're not hurting anybody but the dog. And it's sad. It's really sad.
When you say like the threads, because I'm not online, so like you're saying that they'll come on a page where we're trying to help a specific dog, and then there'll be kind of like people would just be like saying bad stuff back and forth, like on a personal level about each other. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. What they do with what a thread is, and this is what I call it, they put up a picture of a dog in need. Then they give a description, and this is on Facebook. They give a description of the dog, and then people will see that and they share it among themselves. They'll tag friends. They'll share it to pages, you know, like Paul's Pit Parade, you know, different pages, different groups, things like that. And people get on there, and if so-and-so's on there and they don't like somebody else that's on there, then the drama starts.
Oh, I see.
And, you know, like say, I'll get tagged to the dog to help share it. And so-and-so's on there fighting, and, you know, maybe they're calling me names or, you know, something like that. And it's just, people don't like to see that, you know, and they'll leave. They won't help the dogs. They won't stick around. They just basically write that off. You know, it's like, I don't want to be part of that drama. So they leave, and the dogs are the ones that ultimately lose their life because of people like that. Exactly. And it's sad.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what I want to try to, you know, I wanted to discuss it, but, you know, in a way I don't. We have someone on the phone. Hello? Cindy? Hello? Oh, did I blow it? Cindy? Oh, I got to hang this one up, maybe. Hello? Cindy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. So
well, I agree with everything Paula just said, for one.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, I'm sick of seeing the infighting in the groups. I just want, if you're going to help an animal, help an animal. You don't need to argue about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing for me is how many people, you know, and I mean, it's the good and the bad with social media, you know. People just talk about stuff they have no idea about. You know, just because you have a mouse, you know, that allows you to be able to just say stuff, and not knowing what you're talking about.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, do a little bit of research. Like, you know, one of the people who was in that conversation and that thread, Paula, that was dogging me, and, you know, she had no idea who I was or what it was that we do, what our show is about, or she just was reacting to the post, you know?
Right.
And you know, calling the police and calling the station, have us taken off the air, which ain't gonna happen, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, and well, one of them was from London.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they sent emails here saying, you know, how can you guys, you know, allow this and that? And they had no idea, you know, they never took the time to look and see, you know, what I do. Calling me, Daddy, you ready for this? Animal abuser. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
Shame on you, Foster.
I know. It was, and
You said a lot of people hit you up saying like, well, I don't see you fostering anybody, and you're like,
right.
no, my name is Foster.
Yeah, right. I'm supposed to, you know, be the foster for all of the dogs that, you know.
It's just too much. I mean, you know, God bless you guys that, you know, they're out there, like, utilizing it, because the dogs really do need that, the value, like you said, the good and the bad, the good that does come out of the social media and stuff. I mean, you guys are champions in my book, being able to get online and bear the brunt of that stuff. But it's I can't do it. I'm not, that stuff. It just sets me in the wrong mode, in the wrong spirit, and I don't like negativity really in any form, But I get it because I like physically interacting with people and being in like real situations and still being in a real thing. Like, but I'll go out to like, dog events or whatever, and I do a lot of interviews, like try to get footage for us to try to help use the media to spotlight some of these groups that are doing great work, and you say like, hey, I'm Danny from Conversations with a Pit Bull, and it's like, it's even them, like even as soon as they hear Pit Bull, like they automatically go into like a negative kind of space until I say, our show is about animals and the people that love them and the organizations that are trying to help, bring light to some of these issues and whatnot. And then, they still have to feel me out or whatever, because I normally dress like this. I'm not like, about getting all like, a Brooks Brothers approach to socializing with people. And it's just funny that one word, they think, oh, pit bull, are you one of these crazy like online like people with some type of blog that's like going crazy? And it's like, no, I'm actually the only person out at this whole event with a camera that can put together a spotlight on your organization. Exactly. And I shouldn't have to convince you about the benefits of helping spread the word visually, and it's just a natural kind of I wouldn't even say natural, it's just taboo, I guess, and what got me was, and then we put on the today's post for the show, it's like black on black crime, a lot of the inbreeding of the Facebook animal activists, because being African American, I see, and I've seen for years, how they hate on each other, and there's so many murders and crimes amongst the African Americans in that community, when they should be, more loving each other and supporting each other, and that's what flashed on me. Like Paula said, well, I'm not familiar with the black on black crime. And I'll say, feel blessed.
Foster?
Huh? Yes.
I just want to say I know what you do, and I'm sharing it with everybody I can.
Thank you.
And I want you to keep it up.
Thank you so much. We will too, because Paula won't let me quit. Yeah.
Paula's a good girl.
Yeah, she's the best, man. She's our own private pit bull. Yes.
That's right. And I think, sometimes, not sometimes, but all the time, you do have to have thick, tough skin. And that's really difficult for people that are in this type of work. It's already hard. It's already emotionally draining. It's already, very difficult. And then to deal with irrationality on top of that, and then to deal with the venom that comes from people that seem to have nothing other to do than to hate and spew negativity is, it's difficult. So, much love to everybody that's out there doing the good things in the real world and in the virtual world.
That's right.
Paula, I think we got these other dogs up and ready to go. Just bear with us. I'm gonna have to kind of like lead you in. I know there are 3 dogs that we wanted to have on the screen at the same time, but I think we may have to do them individually. So. I'll just kind of like lead you in a little bit so that Paulina can prepare the proper dogs. I think the next dog we have up is Sunny, correct?
Yes,
okay.
Sunny.
Foster?
Yes, Cindy.
Can I?
Sure, we can let you go, and you can watch the feed on, RMC, RMC on air, right, Paula?
Yeah.
RMC on air. Just click on Watch Live. All right. Thank you so much.
That was really nice for her to call in. I think it does help to know that people are out there. They do have the same just passion, and they want to help in whatever way they can to spread the good word. So, speaking of spreading the good word, Paula, let's go. We got Sunny out there. Tell us a little bit about Sunny.
Okay, Sunny. We ask if there is one post you share widely. It be this one, because this girl deserves a miracle. She's in Suffolk County, Long Island, New York. And Sunny is 7 to 9 months old. She is a female shepherd mix. She was locked in a closet that was deserted with no food or water. It's unknown how long she had been left this way, but it was clear to her savior that she had to get her out of there, and she brought her home. Released from her prison, her advocate named her Sunny because when she was brought outside after living in darkness, her smile, as you can see in the photo, was as big as the sun, and she embraced her savior with love and kisses. So grateful for so many kindnesses shown to her. Sunny has been evaluated, and she is fine with dogs her size, and she has been fully vetted. Free training will be provided to anyone that adopts her in the Long Island area, and she is also available for foster. In her short life, all Sunny's experienced is pain and heartbreak, yet she still trusts and she still loves. If you're interested in Sunny, you can contact her advocate at ashley@almosthome.org.
And Paul, I think there's an issue with Rocky's picture, but if you do want to talk about him or her, we can go ahead and talk. But we're not going to have the picture up. So.
Okay. The picture that you're not showing is
Rocky.
Okay. Did you have a filler picture?
We have Harlem and Spencer.
Okay. Maybe the other one didn't come through. Okay, Rocky, Harlem, and Spencer. I featured these 3 dogs on Tuesday's show. Sadly, no one came to save them. They were euthanized this morning.
Oh.
When you see dogs like these, please take a second and share them.
Another good one goes down.
It's very difficult. Like, when you see the faces, it does bring the stuff to reality sometimes. It's like you saw the dog before this, Sunny, how emaciated she was, and just the level of neglect and cruelty. And then you see right next to it a picture with her tongue hanging out, and just happy as all hell to have somebody be her savior and just come into her life and just let her be a dog. And when you see dogs like the ones you have up on the screen, it's a reminder that these dogs, they're full of they're full.
I'm sorry.
They're full of so much love, and just it breaks your heart every time, But
it just takes a second.
I'm hearing this phone.
Yeah, me too.
It takes a second to hit the share button, and it could save a life.
And usually, especially with this breed, and bulldog breeds, bull breeds, they go so quick. There's so many of them in the system, and so many of them in need of help that literally it can be a day-to-day type of thing. You say, hey, you know what? These guys need some help today, and if they don't get help today, they get put down, or they get murdered, whatever word you choose to call it. It's
murder. It's murder, Danny. I mean, that's, they say that they euthanize them. Euthanization is for animals that are sick or injured and they're in pain. They're not, they're not going to make it. What they do to these animals is just flat out murder.
And
some of them have a day or 2 days or 3 days, and that's it. So when you see these animals, and
okay, let me see
it takes 1 second to hit the share button. That's
Let's
all
see
it
if the
takes.
phone is.
Yeah, just try to spread the word, because there are people in all corners of the earth that are down to help, that'll jump in and do what it is that they can, but they just need to know. And sometimes the way that they get to know this stuff is sometimes it's watching a show, sometimes it's seeing being tagged on a photo or having it pop up in their inbox or whatever. So you can do a little by doing a little, you can do a lot and help save some of these dogs. And it just breaks your heart, man. These dogs are just so wonderful. I just look at that smile on the face of this dog right here. It's just it'll light up your world, and it's weird, Paula, because I always try to I feel like you can get information and get perspective from everybody that's involved. When I was out at this event a couple weeks ago, it was like one of the biggest dog adoption events out here in LA. I went to it and I spent time talking with the animal, the dog catchers and the other people that have different perspectives on this stuff, and just asking them about stuff, and they'll speak candidly about stuff, and it's like, well, they're not evil, bad people or whatever. Some of them are just clocking a check, and then some of them actually care. Some of them are actually like, hey, you know what? We're actually fulfilling a need and doing what we can as well. And it's a very complex issue, and I think people help in different ways that they can. I just don't understand why people don't help it or detract from those who are. You know what I mean?
The ones that are sitting there causing the drama on the threads on Facebook, if they put half that energy into helping the dogs, there's no telling what we could do.
Do you think it's like? Do you think most of that stuff is like personal experiences that set them off like a certain way, or is it just being kind of like irrational, like people, or just
ego?
Yeah.
Bashing, my rescue's better than your rescue type stuff, or I can do this better than you can, or I don't like you, or I don't like your shirt that you've got on. It's petty stuff.
Yeah. Talk to someone about
that's ridiculous. I mean, and like you said, the animals are the ones that suffer.
Yeah, they literally lose their life over the drama and the nonsense, so. What
do you feel like our
we had a dog back.
We got somebody calling in that's gonna talk with us. Foster, who do we got?
Sir, I'm sorry. I was trying to hear you.
Yes?
Yes. So, yeah, you have a pit bull leash law?
Yeah, leash law that is supposed to, if they take their dogs out of their property, they're supposed to have a leash, not a cloth leash, and a muzzle. And they didn't adhere to that. They let their dogs loose. And the elderly people couldn't walk outside their houses, and a child got bit, and we passed a dog ban for those two breeds.
So you guys passed the pit bull ban because of one irresponsible person?
No, there were 6 of them.
It was 6.
We had 3 special meetings, and everybody was invited to attend. And that's only one of them that appeared at the meeting, and they voted against the ban, and the rest of the people voted for the ban, and the mayor and council passed the ordinance.
So now, yeah, because the letter that I have says that, if people don't get rid of their pit bulls, that they will be taken away from them and put down, huh?
I can't answer that. You have to talk to the police chief. He's the one that drafted the letter. I'm not familiar with that. I just work in the front office. That's all right. That's through the police department, right?
Oh, so they've been. So you guys had 6 pit bull bites.
Not 6 pit bull bites. 6 offenders for the ordinance. Yeah.
6 offenders.
Yeah. That's all we have in the whole village is 6 pit bull and Rottweiler owners. Out of 900 people, we have only 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And it wouldn't have made much sense to them to just discipline the people. They just made it.
Well, they tried that.
They did?
They warned them before. They said, hey, you better keep your dog pinned up in a pen and not let them run loose because we have a leash law and the vicious dog ordinance. And they didn't do that. They didn't listen to the law.
Wow. Did they get fined and everything?
I'm sure they got citations, yes. The police department could answer that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they got fined and they were warned, and they ignored it. They really did. But they had a chance to come and state their case at the meeting, a special meeting. And like I said, we had about 50 people at the meeting out of 900.
Wow.
And 99% of them voted to ban, and 1%, only one owner voted not to ban. And that's the one that put everything out on the internet. Him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody suffers because of those few bad people, huh?
Well, yeah, it's actually the owners that caused this, not the dogs, But there is one dog that bit their own kid, and the owner that was here was cited for not controlling his dog, and he said, no way, my dog wouldn't do that. But his dog did run out of his yard and run out on the highway, and I think a vehicle hit that dog, too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way that it reads is it says that they can't have pit bulls.
Well, now they can't. No, because they didn't follow the first two ordinances. No, they let that dog run loose.
Right. So yeah, it just seems like there'd be a better way, to deal with it than having everybody have to, because.
Well, like I said, we have only 6 people that own pit bulls.
Yeah.
In the whole village.
Yeah.
And elderly people are trying to do their little walking exercises in subdivisions and everything, and the dogs are running loose and they're afraid.
So what about other dogs?
But now, if somebody's got a Chihuahua or another little dog or a German Shepherd, it's the same thing?
Nope. They're exempt.
They're exempt, so it's just a pit bull.
It's only the dogs that even the insurance companies recognize as vicious, they won't insure you when you have those dogs, or you pay an exorbitant premium just to keep those dogs on your property. And the insurance companies say that they're not going to pay any claims caused by pit bulls. There's 11 breeds that the insurance company recognizes. We only are doing 2.
Right. And yeah, because the police chief, did he know that there's more Chihuahua bites than there are pit bull bites?
Probably so. But the Chihuahuas are not let loose running around the neighborhood either with a leash law and a vicious dog. Now, the leash law covers every dog. You cannot let a dog run in our village that's not leashed or muzzled if it's a vicious dog.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not adhering to that. They just let them out of the house and let them run all over the place.
Mm-hmm. But
they're breaking the law right there.
That's right.
They're ignoring the law. And I'm sorry that the good have to pay for the bad, but, it's the people that need to be arrested.
That's right.
For doing that. But a dog doesn't know any better. He's trained to protect. That's all he does.
Right. And I agree. I think that the police chief should have put more focus on the people than the dogs.
When he warned the people, he told them, keep your dog in your yard, keep it chained, and if you take it out for a walk, put a muzzle on it and a chain, not a regular leash.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't do it. They just let them go. They get home from work, they open the doors, they run around, dog.
Yep. And
it hurts the other people that take care of that dog,
Right. So
it really does. But which way are you going to go? I mean, you have to protect the elderly and the children.
I totally agree, but wouldn't it make more sense too, though, to put the people out who are not being responsible because
we give them a ticket. What we'd have to do, arrest them. We don't even have a jail in the city.
Is that right?
No, we don't even own a jail. We're only 900 people.
Oh, that sounds like a good place to live.
Yeah, 900 people, no jail, and all we ask you to do is not let your pit bull or Rottweiler or any dog for that matter bite our kid or our elderly people. That's all we want.
But right, and now you can't move in there with a pit bull, though, huh?
No more now. Nope. In fact, own a pit bull or Rottweiler? And if they say yes, I said, sorry, we cannot connect your utilities.
Wow. Now let me ask you this: what if it's a service dog?
A service job?
A service dog.
A service dog?
Yes, sir.
Well, if it's a CNI dog, that dog is on a leash or restrained with a handle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And probably a muzzle too. But those service dogs are trained not to attack like a pit bull. A lot of owners train their dogs just for that.
And that's a bad owner for sure. I agree with that.
He had 2 pit bulls by his door, and he says, anybody comes up to my door, I'll open the door and let the pit bulls get them. I said, well, what about if a little Girl Scout comes and sells you some cookies? What's going to happen then?
Yeah. Damn, let me ask you this: do you know that there are a lot of pit bull service dogs?
Well, we don't have any in our village.
Yeah. And evidently, yeah, you guys got the bottom of the barrel over there, it sounds like to me.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
don't have any dogs like that. We have only 6 owners that own them, and they don't even believe they're vicious dogs, yet they treat them like vicious dogs.
That's right. See, you're hitting on the right stuff. It's the owners, see.
It's the owners that need to be arrested and put in a kennel.
I agree with that.
Well, what you going to do?
I agree with that.
Arrest them, and we'd have to bring them to our local jail, which is 15 miles away in the parish jail.
That's
and
right.
Put them in there, and the dog is free, and the man's in jail. You know?
Right.
And
Yeah.
maybe he learned his lesson. What he's going to do then? He's going to say, I better get rid of this dog. I don't want to be in jail
That's
all
right.
the time.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So you have to get rid of him anyway.
That's what should happen.
Yeah.
You know, you're totally right. Is they should come in and be. But thank you so much. I appreciate
The guy
you
that
talking
put this
to
on
us.
the internet put a sad story on. I don't blame him. You know, he said his little child is sick and she loves the dog.
Mhm.
But, you know, you can play on anybody's sympathies, you know.
That's
but
right.
he didn't have control of his dog either.
Mm-hmm.
So he let his dog out to run the road too,
Mm-hmm.
which is not good either. And how his daughter's sick. I hate to see that if he loves the dog. But we have only 6 people to deal with.
Right.
That's it.
Well, I appreciate
All right.
you
Thank
talking to us,
All right.
and if you know, we have a way of dealing with irresponsible owners,
Right.
and because they are actually animal abusers,
Exactly.
you know. So
We had some people that chained their pit bulls in their yard, rain. It was 110-degree weather. Those dogs are still out there. They probably had water, so we had to put up a fence around our playground to keep them from those dogs.
wow,
You know,
that's
and
a
the little
shame.
kids can't run on the dog. The dog's gonna, maim them. I wouldn't want my grandkids to get maimed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
All right.
much for sharing with us, sir.
All right. And
Okay.
like I say, we just doing the will of the people.
That's right. I understand, and I hope that the police chief, you know, figures out a better way, because I think he should deal with the people as
Yeah.
opposed to painting all the dogs
No,
into.
these owners can bring them to dog pound, let somebody else adopt them outside our corporate limits. You know.
Yeah, outside of the village, huh?
Yeah, right. I mean, we got elderly people here. We even have an elderly home here.
Yeah.
Where elderly people live here. I mean, they just can't even walk and exercise.
Yeah. No, that doesn't make sense, you know. And
I mean, I feel for the dogs, but I feel for the elderly people more.
absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well,
Thank
thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And that's that story. You know,
It's bugged out, huh?
it's sad.
Am I on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bugged out. Just that's a slice of the pie.
What you think, Paula?
That's what's going on in your neck of the woods and in
the
big
neck of the
cities,
woods.
small cities.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know.
That's amazing. Hey, the Lobo King has come in the studio with us, so we'll take a quick pause. Can we pay some bills, player? You have
Yeah, we can just roll to a commercial real quick. We're gonna come back with Lobo
Yeah.
King and maybe talk a little bit again
Yeah,
with Paula about our fun little phone call. So we'll be right back. You guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live.
You're watching Conversations with Pitbull Live. a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day.
The best dog to reportedly attract a date is a golden retriever. The worst is a pit bull. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
All right, we're back. Just paying some bills. Our great sponsors, Pitbull Energy Drink. If you don't have it in your area, go out and get some. That was one of the funny commercials that I put together. It said the best dog to attract a date is a golden retriever, and the worst is a pit bull. So I don't know. Like, these scientific studies, somebody's funding them, but that's pretty funny. You know, if you're trying to get your chances of getting a nice, cool lady or a cute guy or whatever, go outside with a good-looking pit bull. Paula, you got a chance to listen to that conversation. Like, what comes to mind?
Can I say it on the air?
I'm sure. I mean, you could give us your tamed down version or whatever.
Foster and I have had this conversation the last few days, actually, every day. People are stupid. You know, I mean, every day we talk, every day it's the same conversation. People are stupid. You know, if you've got a dog, you're responsible for it. If you've got a child, you're responsible for it.
Yeah.
Would you just open the door and let your child run out into traffic and, you know, run the neighborhood? And, well, I guess some people do. That's why the crime rate, you know, is kind of high. But, you know, come on, people, wake up. Be responsible. Be a good dog parent. You know, and, okay, I realize some people, you know, well, it's just a dog. Well, you know what? No, it's not. It has feelings. It has emotions. It has very loyal feelings towards its owner. They don't choose a lot of times they don't choose who their owners are, but man, come on, people.
Yeah,
get it together. Figure it out.
It's
you know, if you're not going to take care of it, go get a stuffed animal. It's problem solved.
Yeah, it's a very complex kind of thing. I mean, you know, like you said, I mean, it's like, you know, how much does a leash cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your dog on a leash at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a crazy request or a crazy ordinance to have. Hey, if you're walking your dog, have it on a leash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then it's like you see how quickly it deteriorates into, well, this applies to vicious dogs. And it's like, well, what's a vicious dog? Like, is it this furry little chow that won't, like, be quiet, or is it this pit bull, or is it a Rottweiler? And it's funny if you say, hey, well, what if it's a German Shepherd or whatever? You're like, oh, well, that's cool. So I could have a maniac like Akita or whatever, or a maniac Chihuahua, and I'm cool. Or I could have a service dog, and like, I mean, it just quickly deteriorates. But it's interesting to talk to regular people that are in the mix of it, and they're speaking logically, just saying, hey, you know what, like, it's about these owners. You know, these owners, they don't have the skills, and then our ability to deal with it is kind of backwards and, you know, misdirected as well. But Foster, we only got a couple minutes. Your buddy, our buddy, just touched down. What's happening, Lobo King? How you doing, brother?
Yeah. Between a rock and a hard place.
Hey, man, so how's Hollywood treated you?
Oh, like, everyone's been good except for the hostel I'm staying at. They've been on some, like, they just kicked me out last night.
You and your paintings? Because
everything.
What was it? The paint fumes from your canvases?
No, like the paintings are acrylic, so they're all like water based. So it was nothing. I was there with two other kids from Houston, Texas.
Some of your work.
Thank you. Houston, Texas, and they were like, we kind of stuck together as a collective because we're all trying to make it in like the arts and music or whatever. And the front receptionist told me that the manager doesn't like black people staying at the hostel, and she always kicks them out. She kicked out my 2 friends, and then she was on my case. Like, she wasn't letting me pay for weeks. She was saying 3 days, and then you're under review again, 3 days and under review again. And then my friends were homeless the other day, so I was out with them. And then I asked this security, like, they just keep hassling me, and I asked, can they come in, like, to the basement area where there's the common area so we can work on some stuff? And they were like, no. So when they said no, I didn't push it, and I left. Then the next day the manager's like, oh, you asked, and the reason for kicking me out was, oh, you asked too many questions. And I was like,
well, see, you know, you should have
giving you the pit bull treatment. They're just treating you like a dog, basically.
You should have told them, you know, you weren't black, you were from Australia.
Yeah.
You know?
And they
yeah, right.
I was like, I'm leaving on Monday.
Yeah.
I was like, there's 3 days left. Like, are you really?
Yeah, welcome.
Well, you brought some of your work with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
A couple things you could show us.
Yeah, I got
Because we want the people in the world, all the people that are cool, that are about it, and would love to spend any amount of time with you to see what kind of awesome stuff, who you really are, and what you got inside. What are we looking at?
This is tiger. That was like it's about that was done on World Tiger Day. It's kind of like inspired by pop-up, but like all of it is got the about how tigers are being extinct and endangered in the world.
And where'd you draw that, or where'd you paint that?
I did like half of it in Australia and then the other half here. I've got ones that I did when I landed in. I didn't bring them in. I've got like these life drawing ones here. Can I show him that big painting?
Sure, bring it over.
We want to see some of that animal stuff.
Oh
too.
yeah, right here. Look at this. This is the dire wolf. I did this at La Brea Tar Pits. So we're looking at the skeleton, and I did the rough sketch of the skeleton and the dire wolf, and then added the muscles as to like how the bone structure would pertain to what's different between a normal wolf and a dire wolf.
And how long will it take you to make that a painting?
Oh, to make it a painting?
On the canvas. Take it from your sketch to the full-blown thing that you do.
Oh, do you want to see that painting that I've got out there from the La Brea Tar Pits? I'll just bring it in.
Bring it on in. Hey, who's on the phone?
Cheryl.
Cheryl, how are you, dear?
I'm fine. I'm just busy working away and wasn't paying attention this time.
Oh, that's all right. Neither were we.
Oh, good.
You know, it's been that kind of day. You know, we just had a lot of stuff going on. So, So what's the good word, Cheryl? What do you have to share with us today?
Not a whole lot. Our November Bully Walk is coming up for this Sunday, and we're hoping we have a big turnout because we've had a few alleged pit bull-related incidents in our area recently. So now more than ever, we need to get out and show the public that there are responsible pit bull dog owners and that there's a lot of us.
And where's the walk happening at? Tell everybody.
Pardon?
Tell everyone where your walk is going to be.
It's going to be in Portland, Oregon. We're meeting at the Salmon Street Spring Fountain in the Tom McCall Waterfront Park at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. We're going to walk through downtown Portland and get honked at and have people wave and hopefully make a good impression on the good people of Portland.
Absolutely. That's great. I wish I could be there, but sometime soon.
One of these days, my friend, one of these days.
Absolutely. You know, you missed the phone call we had from a small village in Louisiana that just banned pit bulls.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. And, you know, it came down to 6 irresponsible owners. And they caused the dogs to get banned instead of the, police chief arresting those people and, you know, finding them and all of the other stuff, you know, they chose to ban the dog.
It is so very sad that society chooses to blame the innocent for what the responsible neglect to do. It really is.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we have laws against now that are perfectly okay, really, if you think about it. It's just the way people use that makes it dangerous. And it's really sad that dogs are suffering because so many dogs are dying, you know.
I know. And Cheryl, we're running out of time, and we've got the Lobo King from Australia. He's leaving on Monday, so we were fortunate enough to get him to stop by the station. And we want to show some of his paintings right now. Go ahead, Danny. You guys got some?
Just go and tell us what we're looking at. Okay. So this one, I started this one in LA. You know, when the blood moon was on, I did that from life while the moon was turning red, and then went to
And these are paintings that he's done while he was
in America.
How long you been here now? A month? You stayed here a month, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. That's great.
And then that one, that's another one. This one's like, that one's kind of about, that one's like about like nightmares and stuff like that.
Nightmares about wolves? I had those.
Yes.
You know, so you met with the Indian tribes while you were here?
Yeah, I got to go to the powwow at the what was it, Wolf Mountain Sanctuary. And I got to meet my first wolf, which was dope. That was crazy. And I got to go to the powwow and meet Ambassador Journey, who's another wolf as well.
Yeah. See, for those of you that don't know, the Lobo King has, you know, the wolves were the inspiration behind most of his paintings, and we've had him on the show a couple of times featuring his work. You know, you can look back on some of our shows, and I forgot exactly what dates are, but you know, this guy's art is really, really incredible, and the fact that he's come to the United States, spending time, you know, sharing his art. You know, you had a couple of gallery showings too, right?
Yeah, I had 3 shows when I first got here, and then I just had a semi show because I'm going to Art Basel in Miami. I organized that. That's going to be huge. That's 4th of December, the 7th of December.
All right.
And I just had like on Melrose on the street. That's the street that I was like, I need to be at because there's the galleries there that want to work with me with the paintings. So it's been like, it's been cool, but then I've had to deal with like that. It's the West Hollywood Banana Bungalow. That manager's a racist, and everyone needs to know that.
All right. Well, we know. That. Well, hey, but that bell was ringing to tell us we have to get out of here. So, Cheryl?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Well, we love you, baby.
Love you guys, too.
Thank you for checking in with us. And we're going to say goodbye, America, to Lobo King, to this visit. Please come back. The whole nation is not, you know, racist.
Where can people get in contact with you and work?
Check it out on Facebook, Lobo Reincarnated Artist Niner. That's the Facebook page, and Instagram, Lobo88. That's ELLOBO 88. And then there's the Twitter account, which is Artist Niner, the Niner_artist, NAYANA_artist. And I'm going to Art Basel in Miami, so I'm definitely coming back to LA. That's gonna happen.
Perfect.
What's your final word about the animals in the animal world? Like what?
Animal world. You need to stop hunting wolves. That's going crazy. I have to thank the people in dog rescue and the people that take care of the dogs, because they've been some of the nicest people I've met while I'm out here, and they've had my back when things have gone like real shitty. So I appreciate
that
to the bottom of that.
And Paula Archer, who's been trying to get keep you on the show the entire time that you were here in America. So,
Thank you, Paula. I'm sorry things have been crazy. It's been like, it's that 3-day thing they've been doing to me. So every third day, which happens to be the Tuesdays, I find out if I can stay or if I have to pack up and check out.
So that's
something.
something.
11. So it's some bull.
Yeah, that's information about hostel living.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna get out of here, Paula.
Bye.
We love you, baby. All right. See you later. Everybody, we out of here. We've extended our time beyond our time, so.
Hey, we want to thank everybody that helps participate, make the it is. Fred Cray, Paula Archer, Lobo King joined us in studio. Sharta, and everybody that sits here and watches. We appreciate you all. Thanks for the callers that called in, Cindy, and we'll see you guys next week. Do something good with your week. Go out and save an animal. And if you need information on the dogs that were featured on the show, hit up Paula at Paws Pit Parade on Facebook. That's Paws Pit Parade. And sorry again, we had a little bit of technical issues, but much love to Paulina for stepping in last minute and hooking us up and making everything run like it did. Right. So you guys, love you all. See you guys next week. Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.